Hi, I'm Hannah Healy from HealyEatsReal.com, and today I'm going to show you how to season cast iron. So I have my cast iron skillet right here, and the reason that I really like to use cast iron is because it's non-toxic. So a non-stick skillet will have carcinogenic toxins in it that will be released into the food that you cook. So cast iron is a much better choice. Cast iron can also put iron into the food that you're making, which is really great because we all need iron and a lot of people are iron deficient. So I'm just using this little cast iron pan today, but the process for seasoning cast iron is the same pretty much for any, larger pan. I was just using this small one as an example because it's a lot easier to handle. The big ones are pretty heavy. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to make sure that your pan is clean. When you're cleaning cast iron, you don't want to let it soak in the sink or anything because it can rust. So all you need to do is run it under some very hot water and use like a scouring pad, like a Brillo pad or something to get the food off of it, and start with a clean pan. So the next step is turn the oven to 350, which I've done already here. Then you're going to coat the pan with oil. So the oil that I'm going to use today is ghee. So ghee is clarified butter, which means that the milk solids have been taken out of the butter. It's a traditional Indian cooking oil, and I really like it because it's very healthy and it tastes really good as well, and it's also very high heat oil, so it has a high smoke point. Other oils you can use are avocado oil or any other high heat oil. Some people like to use lard or tallow. I wouldn't recommend using canola oil or vegetable oil, and because those are generally unhealthy oils, contrary to popular belief. I have another article all about healthy oils, which are healthy and which are not, and I'll leave a link to that article in the notes there, so you can go read about which oils you want to use. But for today, I'm going to use ghee. Okay, so first, I'm going to take the pan here. I'm going to get a spoon and just put, about a tablespoon of ghee or oil into the pan, and this is for this small pan. This is an 8-inch pan, so if you're doing like a 10 or 12 inch, you'll probably need 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil. You want to make sure it's really coated. I'm actually going to put a little more ghee in here. Okay, so then I'm going to take some wax paper and I'm going to spread it around. Make sure you get it all on the inside, and make sure you get the corners as well. And it's better to have too much oil in the pan than not enough. So if you're not sure if you have enough in there, put a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, it's fully coated with the ghee, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. And it's just right side up in the oven there. And basically, you just leave it in the oven, set at 350, for about an hour, and then you come back and you get it and let it cool, and that's basically it. So it's actually a really simple process. Okay, so the pan has been in the oven for about an hour, and I'm going to take it out now. So make sure you get an oven mitt because it will be very hot. You can just place it on top of the stove. So if you can see, there's still a little bit of oil in the pan. See it in there. I usually just leave it in there, but if you don't want the excess oil in the pan, you can just blot it with like a paper towel or something, and it's ready to be used. But before you blot out the oil, you should definitely let the pan cool down, and that's basically it. So it should be non-stick now, but I still recommend putting in oil every time before you cook. So, you know, if you're gonna like fry an egg, for example, I would put in a little bit of oil first just to make sure it doesn't stick, and that sort of helps keep it non-stick. But I will still season a pan every couple months. So I hope that was helpful, and if you like this video, give it a like below or subscribe to my channel. Thanks!